In a quiet Igbo village nestled between the lush green hills of the east, there lived a maiden named Adaora. She was the pride of her community, her beauty as radiant as the first light of dawn, her voice like the melodious song of the ube flute. Adaora's presence brought joy to everyone around her, and many young men sought her hand in marriage. But Adaora was no ordinary maiden. She had a spirit of her own, strong, kind, and unyielding. Unknown to the villagers, her beauty had captured the attention of a being from beyond their mortal realm. Chimezie, a benevolent spirit who lived in the sacred grove of the village, had watched Adaora from the day she first danced at the yam festival. Chimezie was no ordinary spirit, he was an Agu, a spirit of wisdom and healing, bound to protect the village and its people. Yet, he found himself drawn to Adaora in a way he had never felt before. One evening, as the orange hues of the setting sun painted the sky, Adaora walked to the stream to fetch water. She hummed a soft tune, her footsteps light and graceful. As she bent to fill her clay pot, she noticed a gentle breeze stir the leaves around her, though the air was still. Turning her head, she saw a man standing by a palm tree, his figure tall and radiant. He wore a white isiagu adorned with intricate golden patterns, and his eyes shone with an otherworldly light. "Who are you?" Adaora asked, her voice steady though her heart raced. "I am Chimezie," the man said, his tone as soothing as the rustle of leaves. "I have watched over this village for centuries. And I have watched over you, Adaora." Adaora stepped back, clutching her pot. "Why would a spirit take an interest in me?" Chimezie smiled gently. "Because your heart is pure, your spirit strong. You are unlike anyone I have ever known. I mean you no harm, Adaora. I only wish to know you better." Despite her initial fear, Adaora felt a strange sense of calm in his presence. Over the weeks that followed, Chimezie would appear to her in the evenings, always respectful, always kind. They spoke of many things, her dreams, her fears, and the weight of her responsibilities as the eldest daughter in her family. In turn, Chimezie shared stories of the spirits, the mysteries of the forest, and the balance of the world that he was sworn to protect. As their bond deepened, Adaora found herself drawn to Chimezie. Yet, she knew their connection was fraught with challenges. "How can we ever be together?" she asked one night, her voice heavy with sorrow. "You are a spirit, and I am human. Our worlds are too far apart." Chimezie's gaze softened. "Love knows no boundaries, Adaora. But you are right. For us to be together, sacrifices must be made." Word of Adaora's frequent visits to the stream began to spread through the village. Some whispered that she had fallen under the spell of a forest spirit. Others warned her family that she was inviting danger. Her father, Okeke, a man of great pride and a deep believer in tradition, forbade her from going to the stream alone. But Adaora could not stay away. One fateful evening, as she slipped away to meet Chimezie, she found herself surrounded by villagers carrying torches. Okeke stood at the forefront, his face stern. "Adaora," he thundered, "you have brought shame to our family. How dare you consult with a spirit?" Before she could reply, Chimezie appeared, his presence causing the villagers to gasp in awe and fear. "I mean no harm to your daughter or your village," he said, his voice steady. "I love Adaora and would do anything to protect her." Okeke was unmoved. "You are not of our world. You have no place here." The village priestess, an elderly woman named Neoma, stepped forward. She had long known of Chimezie's presence in the sacred grove. "There is a way," she said, her voice wise and measured. "But it will not be easy. Chimezie must give up his immortality and become human. He will lose his powers and be bound to the laws of our world." Chimezie did not hesitate. "I will do it," he said, his gaze fixed on Adaora. "For her, I will give up everything." The ritual was set for the next full moon. The entire village gathered at the sacred grove, where Neoma chanted ancient incantations. As the moonlight bathed Chimezie, his radiant form began to fade, replaced by that of a mortal man. He stumbled, unaccustomed to the weight of a human body, but Adaora was there to catch him. Their love was now bound by the same rules as any other, but it was no less powerful. Over time, the villagers came to accept Chimezie, who used his wisdom to heal and guide them. Adaora and Chimezie's love story became a tale passed down through generations, a reminder that true love transcends even the boundaries of life and spirit. The end.